28 years, my favorite thing about Colton is what we're doing right now. Favorite thing about Colton is seeing the creativity of some brilliant students in a small rural high school. Good things come in small schools. And I've seen that over 28 years. We've had some outstanding students.
It's definitely the people. Whether it's other teachers or the administration, parents are great. The kids are okay, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely the people.
My favorite thing about Colton, I think, would be the size, the fact that it's small, that I know all the students, or most all the students, the relationships you get to build, and the connection with the kids and the families, and feeling like you're a part of, because you are a part of their life and a part of the whole school system. It's not just a job, it's kind of home.
I think the sense of community that it has, everybody knows each other, is really close, kind of know what's going on. You really get to know people. A lot of the districts, I'd see one group of kids for 1 year and then a whole new group of kids, I'd never see the other ones again. So this way I get to work with the same people throughout 3 or 4 years.
Probably my favorite thing about Colton is the students. There's a sense of cohesiveness about the students. Many students have been here since they were in kindergarten, and again, there's a sense of togetherness. The students often look after each other. You have a wide range of abilities and talents and skill levels, and yet the students seem to get along really well together.
Colton is special and distinct for me personally because it's so small that I'm one of those rare middle school teachers that when I see how you're all started trying to figure things out when you're 12, 13, 14, I get to see you later when you turn into humans as high schoolers. So that's really awesome to see the people you grow up to become. I love that.
I have always liked the physical setting that Colton has. I like the fact that we're near the valley, but we're not valley. Just the physical environment. I like the green, I like the forest. And with that comes the people that are here. Everybody out here has a chainsaw in their barn and knows how to use it. Everybody out here has a barn. Everybody out here has four-wheel drive. Everybody out here can put their own chains on. That's part of I like that kind of community. That's what I like about Colton, is that you know how to get stuff done.
So I would say that my favorite thing about Colton includes the people and opportunities. I appreciate the fact that Colton is really like one big family. The parents and the students and staff. We all know each other and are there to support each other. We all wear many hats and are involved in multiple aspects of education, which really gives us a lot of experience and knowledge to really make a positive difference.
The people are amazing. I see people I have known since I was a kid myself. I grew up out in Colton. My parents still live in Colton, and I'm a Colton graduate, not telling you what year, but I love the Colton community and the Colton families. People really care about each other, and it's a close-knit community, and generations of families live in Colton, and I have students in my classroom whose parents were students in my classroom, and it's a really good feeling, and it's wonderful to be part of something really special.
My favorite thing about Colton is probably the longevity that the students stay here. Really truly represents how parents and families feel about the community and our school district.
The students. Probably my favorite thing about that is just, I think we have the coolest students ever. So we were at Colton Idol the other day. We had some students who got up there, and maybe in like a bigger school the audience wouldn't have been quite as accepting, and everybody was on their feet and cheering them on, and just over and over and over again these really amazing little things that our students do to make other people feel comfortable or accepting of others. I love that.
Oh, wow. Well, I have a lot of memorable moments. The one that immediately comes to mind, when Greg Adams had opportunity to coach some amazing young men to the state finals. It was 92, something like that. I was a relatively young teacher. And I had a number of those individuals on that state team that are teachers now. So in talking with them, a lot of them were in physics and chemistry and so on, and I said, look, I will shave my head if you guys win. And they did win. And it's the first time that I went out to buy clippers. And I came in on Monday morning, and the Spanish teacher at the time said, oh, they haven't seen you yet, have they? And I said, no, they haven't. She said, you have to let me introduce you as a visiting or as a student teacher. And I said, oh, great, this will be fun. She introduced me as a visiting, student teacher from Spain or something. And she said, buenos dias, congratulations are to be given to you for winning the state title. He looked at me, and then his eyes got really big, and he went, Bruder, you did it! Well, yeah, I told you I would. So I still remember Grant looking up at me. It was just a kick. But it was also a kick to be able to, late that Saturday night, to actually listen to what I know he dreamed of, because he shared that. That in his mind's eye, he had always dreamed of him being in that exact same position. Final shot, 2 seconds. God help me, let's just get this done. And that's what he was allowed to do. It was cool.
My most memorable moment working here was graduation last year. I got to speak, and being up in front of that many people and being able to talk about a class that I've had for so long was really fun.
My first assembly, that first week of school, we have that first assembly, and they blindfolded 5 teachers, and they had all the teachers eat as many bananas as they possibly could. So I'm stuffing my face with bananas. I think I got like 5 or 6 down. Well, the other 4 teachers were blindfolded. After they ate their first banana, they took their blindfold off and they just sat in the bleachers. So I was up there by myself just stuffing bananas. And I was on my 6th banana, and I was like, I can't do it. And then everybody started laughing, and our principal at the time, Dr. Lund, she took my, the blindfold off, and it was just me up there, and I was just really embarrassed. And it was kind of funny but embarrassing, but it was all in good humor.
My most memorable moment was a few years ago when a group of 6th grade students and community members decided to clean up the pond area so that we could actually use it for school and for the community. It was actually a place that they didn't really know even existed. We discovered it and cleaned it all up and then used it for science classes, and I know the community has enjoyed it as well. Showing how the community along with the school really got together to make a difference in the area.
Keeps me here is the small classes, the rapport between our staff, and we pretty much depend on one another and learn from one another. Everyone's willing to step outside of their norm in their own classrooms and help other teachers strive to do even better.
One of the things that I really enjoy about teaching at Colton Middle School is the opportunity to develop relationships with the students. It's a small school, so I know most of the students' names. I'm able to have the opportunity to teach the siblings of former students. I often know families and parents, and those personal connections outside of the classroom translate to success in the classroom and a much more enriching experience as a teacher.
What keeps me here is autonomy. And what I mean by that is this: there's no one in a district office saying, what's the science people doing? And it's Tuesday, they're supposed to be on this page, this chapter, this book, and why didn't they give this test? And, we don't have that. We're a small staff here of 13. But we have always been a relatively tight staff. What I have enjoyed is the fact that my colleagues are here for you folks. Any of us could be elsewhere, but then we wouldn't have these conversations. And what makes this job fun is not the fact that I get to teach chemistry, because that's a blast, but You know, people in chemistry aren't going to remember chemistry at all. Students don't remember the particular subjects. What they will remember is how they felt in your classes. What they will remember is how they were treated. Were they treated with respect? Were they important in the class? You know, that's the thing that keeps me here.